because these agents is the ones that's making you do things that's not you. An agent, like a artificial substance in some food or something that's just bad for you. Or like somebody poisoned a drink and you gotta go to the restroom. They put an agent in your drink to make you go do waste time, basically. And these fed people, fed means disgusted, bored, and it's British slang. How the Britons got slang, but disgusted and bored, surfeited. But these people are also feeding us. Oh, this an FBI agent, by the way, a Federalist, and all of the founders of the America, all of these people, all of them, the Crusades, them are all Federalists. They all was agents placed in a place to make a certain people feel a certain way, taking their life and sucking the life out of these people, the energy. And they implementing new ways of life to these people so they can fatten them up for the rituals they have or the feast or whatever they want to call it. But I was reading on Alexander Hamilton like just a few minutes ago. He had a Federalist note. It's like hundreds of them, but he was saying that. What he doing? Here, I'm gonna read some of it. Federalist number 15 warns citizens that the states have reached national humiliation. The 13 states established by these men, well, the founder of America or whatever. There is impending anarchy between the states, and the borrowing and lending policies are causing turmoil because the agents can't complete their jobs, because the agents is getting caught up. They have feelings also, but at the same time they feeding lies to people who want to see them do greater than what they doing, or people who don't even have ill intent. They blackballing these people. Publius says that the states must make a firm stand for their tranquility, dignity, and reputation by creating a new government with a more energetic executive. Publius points out that under the Articles of Confederation, the national government only has the authority to declare laws for states to follow. So that he's saying basically they didn't cover all the points they could to keep these degenerates govern. So all of the fake laws they made before are falling out of place. Their sovereignty is running low. And sovereignty is the full right and power of a governing body over itself. How old do you gotta be to know that it's wrong to lie? And the people in these cities are being lied to, at a rate that's alarming. To like when people who not even of the state can come here or just watch on the news and see what's happening in the cities and say that's wrong. They being lied to. How come the people in the city don't see they being lied to? Or just around the world? One, they don't have the resources. Two, they so busy trying to carry this appearance and image that it's not even gonna matter. Like, it don't matter. The talks being talked about and agendas going on, you're not even gonna have no time to worry about if your shoelaces is clean, if your jeans looking right, if your appearance is looking right. Ain't nobody gonna care about that when the people come and enforce these vaccines on people and other this new form of government on people. You can either die or conform. Shape your life to where it'll fit that criteria of what you trying to be. And if they filling vaccines with dead people from the 30s and 60s, which I read, then we in for a rude awakening. Even in the Bible, they got cannibalist scripture when God was sending the people into Jerusalem, and they said they're gonna eat their kids. Because of the things that they was doing and going through. When in reality, ain't no reason for you to send people to govern over a people and eat their children. Like, that's the God that y'all praying to and giving your glory to, or whatever the hell glory is for you. What was I at? Declare laws or certify. The national government cannot enforce its laws because the states cannot be thrown in jail, and without an army, the national government cannot enforce taxes on states. Government implies the power of making laws. It is essential to the idea of a law that it be attended with a sanction, or in other words, a penalty or punishment for disobedience. Publius argues that government must have force behind its laws. He reminds the reader that punishment for disobedience is necessary because the passions of men would not conform to the dictates of reason and justice without this constraint. Saying basically, if it's not on paper, then men can't even they can't even he reminds what is that? Because the passions of men will not conform to the dictates of reason. He can't even think. Thinking for yourself is a detriment to the government. And if you do that and speak your mind, which is say in the whatever the amendment, first constitution, whatever fuck, you have freedom of speech. You don't have that. Just when you sitting around your people and talking, that's the only time you got freedom of speech. When it comes to talking about laws, you going up in front of a court, you speaking your mind on the internet, you can't do that, or they gonna come get you. Punishment of individuals, not states, is necessary because regard for reputation has a less active influence when the infamy of a bad action is to be among a number than when it is to fall singly upon one. So they using individuals as examples on how to conduct yourself dealing with the government. He's saying basically we got to use these individuals to show examples on what to how it should be done. And these are the agents. The agents is the ones saying, you say I'm about to do this. And they always the ones like, nah, boy, you gotta do it like this, boy. The Sky Daddy gonna get you. Or the government gonna get you because you ain't doing it the way it say do it. And the agents is the ones that make shit nasty. Church is agents. Everybody in the church is an agent. They can't even come up with critical thought on to understand why that shit don't make sense. But yeah, these agents are dangerous. They'll get you living a life that don't mean shit. And then by the time you look up, you old, can barely walk, bent over. By the time you realize what you doing was for nothing. What you following was blind. You was the blind leading the blind. All of the forefathers was agents too. Everybody agents if you ask me. If you doing what's not in your plan, then you an agent. You just temporary playing. You got false guidance. CNN was talking to Ice Cube about his plan. I wouldn't have talked to none of them about my plan, because what y'all think he gonna do, what y'all think they read about his plan and that they liked and that they gonna use him for up until they done, then they gonna throw him in the trash. Why would I show my plan to y'all? We gotta do better. Stay away from them agents.